You smart people out there, to get in the comment section and let me know, what is this? Is this that new atmospheric river? What the fish snatcher? We live in the Matrix. I'm gonna need all you.
All right, well, so here we go, my people. This here is a clear example of what I mean by when you see these water spouts that have been increasing out over the oceans and these seas. You see a bunch of water spouts, and what's happening is these ships suck up water and they dump it on certain parts of these continents that they travel over. So when you look at it right there, you see how that water fell down like that? Someone just opened up the ship and dumped a bunch of water, and it came out rushing like that. You see that right there? That is not natural, and that's not HAARP. Because you people be really killing me, right? And I know nobody really says it to me because I'm on a DNA, I'm on a genetic tip. But why would the entity HAARP its own creation? If you really did any type of research on the Sumerian text or the Book of Enoch, I do believe his references in there. It speaks about the draconian species and these other species or the fallen ones that fell in love with their creation. Like they literally love their creation because they created it and it came from their heart and their soul. That's just no different than me or you. One of us sit down and we like to draw, or you take someone that likes to cook, for example. I might cook something and it might taste nasty to somebody else, but to me, it's everything. I'm eating it. I'm licking on my fingers. I'm savoring the moment. I'm smacking at the same time. This is them. Their creation makes us feel bad. We don't even like this. We don't even like being in their company because of what their savagery. But to them, they're in love with them. They appreciate. They created them. This is what make them God. You see, this is what make these entities, the Sumerian gods, the Nephilim, the fallen angels, the draconian species, the Pindar, Moloch, the Dragon King. This is what makes him God. Why God loves his creation. When they speak about all this stuff in the Bible about the flood and God did this and God did that, they're talking about this individual. This is what they're talking about. And a lot of those stories, they try to spread them all the way out through timelines, but for real, a lot of those stories was from yesterday. But we are so cut off from the true vision of how the world truly looks in certain continents and certain continents and where they're placed at on the maps. We're so far from removed on how we used to surf and navigate this planet and knew it, this realm, most importantly, that we believe anything that they tell us. We suck it right up. We suck it right up. Pause. Let me show you something. There we go, my people. This is the last 7 days. I specifically wanted to go with the last 7 days because I wanted to show you all of the activity. That it's all of the consistent. See, people think X flares is, oh man, the X flares, they're the most dangerous. X flares pack the most power, and they don't come as frequently as C and M flares. This is what I'm talking. This is what I'm trying to explain to people. When you see this C flare range right here, you see this right here? Those are ionized particles. You're still receiving and feeling the same effect as if this was being done to you because this is a consistent rainfall. Every now and then you'll get thunder and lightning, but this right here is a consistent rainfall. And when you got a consistent rainfall, it causes damage. Far more greater damage than once in a blue. Or I don't want to say once in a blue, but once in a while, a lightning strike. Just think about that for a second, as I've been showing you this graph for quite some time. And I told you this C flare range. in here was nothing but M flares. Look at this. And that was between the 18th, the 17th, and the 18th. No, excuse me, the 18th and the 19th. All of this right here was nothing but M flares. Look at all that energy. Huh? And we think because it's not hitting your X flares that this right here is absolutely nothing. And you have the slightest. That's why you go around the internet, you look at videos, people are complex cell organisms are doing even more weirder things. It's getting ready to get real, what you call funky. Pause. Here we go right here, my people. November 21st, 2024 on this Gregorian calendar. We are looking at the Magnetos pause with NASA. Now, I know I haven't done this in a while, my people, but we back on it. It's just that I'm telling you, if you all don't understand and understand what's happening by now, I'm just letting you know. Don't let the punch hit you in your face in order for you to react to it. That's all. Because right now they are gearing up to collapse the money, and they're gearing up for false flag operations via a war. Just so that you know, whether they blame it on Iran, blame it on North Korea, blame it on Russia, whatever one, it doesn't make a difference. And not to mention all of the BRICS nations that dropped the American dollar that are now creating new currency via China and Russia. So just know, people, you don't know what's really, you can sit around and think, okay, it's not happening to me on my block. It's not happening right now today. Like I said, don't get blindsided by a punch. See, the punch you don't see is the one that hurts you the most. But when you see this coming, it ain't gonna hurt you. See, it ain't gonna hurt you. And not to mention, if you see it and not totally in denial of it, due to the fact that you think there is a God in the sky sitting on the cloud, sipping on a motherfucking sun milkshake and a sun milkshake and a sunburger, watching pedophilia, rape, incest, watching organ harvesting. I mean, watching some of the most horrific shit go on. You honestly think that's happening? Paul. So now this is what I want to say. Before I mention this, I want y'all to know, Putin, Russia, North Korea, all the complex cell are all in this together. If you think that this is something else, you think they are at war with one another. No, they're not. They're all gearing together, but they're distracting you to make you believe that they're fighting each other. That's not happening. So let me just let you know something. We officially, according to astrologers, we moved into the age of Aquarius, the age of light, the age of information, where the truth is more disturbing than the lie. As soon as a day before, 24 hours before we moved in there, or maybe 48 hours before we moved in there officially, Biden signs a document to send long-range missiles to Ukraine, so they long-range missiles can reach the inside of Russia, the heart of Russia. Now, and then Putin signed a document to lower the level of nuclear weapons, saying, hey, listen, we're lowering our levels. We're getting ready to drop. We're getting ready to respond, and we're going to respond with a nuclear bomb. Now, understand something. The reason why they talk about so much nuclear, because they already giving you the heads up, so that way when something catastrophic happens, you see what I'm saying to you, they're going to have someone to blame it on, just so that you know. But this is all taking place via the sun, just so that you know, and they're all reacting based on the alignment via the cosmos. Trust me when I tell you. So as you look at this, Earth is in the middle. Earth is in the middle. Come on, let's get it going, baby. People that are new to my channel, Earth is in the middle. The white side is the daytime, so the sun is over here. The black half is the nighttime, right? And you see these right here. These are two satellites, and these dots right here is the orbital track. These two satellites is to detect solar radiation only. Solar radiation only. This is what these satellites are to detect. That's GOES 16 and GOES 18 satellite. Now you look at like I said, Earth is here in the middle. You got the dome, that string right here that reaches from the North Pole to the South. As you see it bend, all you see it just bend down. You see how it squeezed and broke down, and when it do that, that's when it spills in a whole lot of radiation. Look at that, look, a whole lot of radiation come in. The dome is cracking open. That's another sign of when you see that gust of water falling from the sky. But anyway, that's the dome, and you look at this energy that's impacting the dome. Look at this energy coming from the sun that's over here. But now I want you to look at this here. Look at the nighttime side of the planet. Look at the energy right here. Look at all of this energy. Where is this energy coming from? What is putting it? And look at this. Look at what it's doing to the dome. And this is the last 3 hours. So current time going back 3 hours, my people. I didn't do 24 hours. I did the last 3 hours. Current going back. So look at that right there. Where's that energy coming from? Nobody on the internet seems to be able to explain this away. You know what I'm saying? You see, no one wants to. I know because they can't. You can't explain this away. Not to mention, you can clearly see the square. You can see the points with the square and the purple. You can see the purple. Look at that purple all in there. Look at that royal purple, royal color. And if you look outside when the sun is setting, now, the ground is purple. Y'all can't see it. Am I don't? For me sometimes to be squinting to see some of these small ass words reading on these screens and stuff. Y'all, some of these people gotta be some of the blindest people. I'm telling you right now, when the sun is setting, here in Philly and rising, but more so when it's setting, the ground is purple. It's purple. I see purple. So let's go up here to solar wind. Let's go for, like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something like, let's go here. Let's go solar wind. Last 3 hours. Oh, how is this possible? How do you have it on your, listen, these NASA cams are picking up red this is radiation that they're picking up. They're picking up a red sky. Earth is in the middle, the white side is the daytime side. So the sun is over here, the dark is the nighttime side. So, and these arrows represent solar wind that is coming from the sun. Charged particles, gamma, ultraviolet light, whatever you want to call them. This is coming from the sun, via the sun. And it's hitting the dome. As you can see, this bow shock that's bent back right here. That's the bow shock, that's the dome. And then you see the arrows penetrating Earth and going out into the cosmos. You see the arrows penetrating, going out into the cosmos. But hey, turn around. Look at this here. Something's on the backside that's reversing this energy back into the planet. Look at the arrows reversing. Look at the arrows reversing. Look at that. Look at that energy. Look at that energy. Same thing when you look down here. You can see the energy on the backside of the planet. Look at that energy. Pause.
And on November 19th, Pluto transitioned out of Capricorn and entered Aquarius, marking both the conclusion of one era and the dawn of another for humanity that will unfold over the next 19 years. Known as the planet of transformation, evolution, and rebirth, Pluto digs deep to uncover the truth and power within, peeling back layers to reveal what lies beneath the surface. As a generational planet, Pluto moves slowly through the zodiac signs, spending between 12 to 31 years in each sign and taking 248 years to complete its orbit around the sun. Its long-term, far-reaching influence means that each shift of Pluto in the celestial dance reflects significant collective changes, occurrences we witness only a handful of times in our lifetimes. Pluto's time in Capricorn, an industrious earth sign, was centered on the material world, capitalism, and conventional economic structures. However, that chapter is coming to a close. Now, as Pluto enters Aquarius, we enter a new phase, known for its ideals of freedom, innovative breakthroughs, and a collective spirit. Aquarius seeks liberation and advancement for everyone. While Capricorn often clings to tradition, Aquarius seeks to break free from convention and embrace the future.
Yeah, so council, everything is already in motion. Everything is moving, and this motion can't be stopped. It's a wave, and it's a wave of heavy.
Shout out to my man Orion right here. This is my good brother right here. This is a powerful video. I agree with everything he stated in this video. They're shooting in the sky, supposedly at drones, my people. This is Ukraine supposedly shooting in the sky.
Aircraft guns going on.
They're just shooting. And what do you think they're shooting at? Orbs that be in the sky just sitting there. Abundance and gratitude. I got to get off here and see if it load up on Instagram.